Uriah Hall fights Sean Strickland this Saturday in the main event at UFC Vegas 33, and you can watch it live on ESPN Plus. Don't wait, click on the link in the description and sign up for ESPN Plus today.
This one was bad. It was bad in the vein of Miranda Maverick deserved to win the fight. Seemed like rounds 1 and 2 were Miranda's, and when you have a champion like Valentina Shevchenko, you're trying to build momentum towards someone fighting her, right? Macy, while still a fantastic young fighter, I don't want her to think for any second that I'm crapping on her, but Miranda seemed to be the one that had the momentum. But now that momentum stumped for however long it is, Macy Barber now has to continue to build on what she just got. But we've seen some bad ones. And I think part of the reason is we've got some boxing judges calling these fights, or judging these fights. They don't quite understand the grappling and the transition on the ground. When it comes to the grappling at times, they're not giving enough value to the takedowns, the top control, and everything else. And that's why they're judging the fights in the way that they're judging them. And you know, man, it's unfortunate, and I hope that at some point we can get former fighters, guys that have been in there, guys that know that when two athletes come together and there's a short right hand that lands that may be missed by the blind eye, but they can see it because they've experienced it so many times. I think that is when we are going to see judging reach the level that it should for a sport that's as big as mixed martial arts and the UFC.
Hey guys, in Brazil it's so cold right now, but we are here still sweating and work hard as always. Okay, see you guys on October inside the cage, the octagon. See you guys, stay tuned.
Friday night, went to the mall, South Coast Plaza, went shopping. There's a little Italian restaurant in there called Quattro. There's very, very good food. And I got to meet the owner. He came over, he was a very nice guy, kept sending over free food, which is great. And he's inviting me back. And it turns out he's a good friend of Marvin Vettori. Marvin Vettori. And they've invited me down for some free Italian food. All of a sudden, that's going to be my favorite restaurant because it's good food. And he just kept sending over the food. I was like, this is fucking awesome. So Quattro in South Coast Plaza, shout out Domenico, the owner. But he was telling me private stuff about Marvin Vettori. Marvin Vettori has a fight coming up. He's giving away the deets, giving away the details. Marvin Vettori versus Paulo Costa. I think it's in here in the notes somewhere, isn't it, Harrington? But yeah, according to Brett Okamoto as well, Paulo Costa is using Valide Ismail to make a call out. In this case, it's friend of the show, Marvin Vettori. Asked MMA manager Valide Ismail for an update on Paulo Costa. He said he wants to fight. He said he wants the fight he wants to make, and he's pushing the UFC for Marvin Vettori. Both talk trash. It's just a fun matchup. Well, from all accounts, according to my mate at Quattro, that fight's going ahead. That's a fucking good fight. Marvin Vettori, Paulo Costa. What's Paulo Costa's issue, Harrington? Why hasn't he been around for a while? I think what was his last fight? Was that Adesanya? Has he not fought since Adesanya? Well, yeah, I don't think so, right?
Yeah, his last fight was the loss to Israel Adesanya. If you remember, he had a fight booked against Jared Cannonier and then pulled out for, mysterious reasons that nobody ever really got to the bottom of. So Kelvin Gastelum slid in his spot there.
Slid in his spot. Come on, what are you woeing at, Lewis?
Why? I feel like Harrington was alluding to maybe a little bit of Blue Chew for the veins, if you know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea I literally have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean blue chew for the veins? Oh, steroids. Are you talking about steroids?
I didn't say that. You might have said that.
No,
He's a currently active UFC fighter. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's not what I'm saying, and that's not what Harrington's saying. If you know about the sport, then there was a little bitching. You know, Dana wasn't happy. I think he was asking for more money, and Dana said, "You're on the contract, okay, buddy, deal with it." To be fair, he's got a point. I think it was more that than steroids, but still, Paulo Costa, Marvin Vettori, that's a good fight. That's a fun fight. Both guys need a win. Obviously, both coming off losses. Both coming off losses to Israel Adesanya. So yeah, tremendous fight, my friend.
Fight makes sense. A lot of fun. Very exciting.
You said three fights you like to do. That was kind of the plan. Yeah. Is Floyd the last of those three? Is that kind of the goal for number 3?
Sure, if he wants to. No, why not? He is the best in the last several years. You know, why not? Let's go. I mean, whoever's on top. I've always been a fighter who wants to fight the very best, and you know, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna fight Floyd or Canelo like right away.
Right.
Let me at least shake the cobwebs out or something, you know. Give me a chance to see how I look. But in that third one, yeah, I wouldn't mind fighting Floyd or Canelo.
Canelo on the radar, possibly.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? It's only power. That's all it is. Power I can withstand. Speed, like Pacquiao, is a whole different story. Power, I have a good chin.
Can't wait. Back at the office. Here we go. Can't wait. Oh, he's huge, but fuck it. I wanted it. I wanted it.
Stipe's very frustrated right now. Stipe says, why am I not getting my third fight? DC got it. DC got to fight me the third time. Why am I not getting a chance to finish this trilogy with Francis Ngannou? And when Chatri Citradong, I think that's how you say his name, from ONE FC, tweets this, right? He doesn't think that he's going to get a comment from the greatest heavyweight in UFC history. Brian, does Stipe have the right to be this upset after getting knocked out by Francis Ngannou in the last match? You know, the only issue I have is in this situation, and there's an interim belt, why Stipe's not involved in the interim title fight in some capacity, right? To say that they wouldn't just revisit the fight with Francis right away is a bit understandable because he got knocked out in round number 2. But to just not have him in an interim title situation seems a little bit left field for me. But honestly, with the momentum that Derek Lewis has after we fought, and with the momentum that Cyril Gane has, I understand how these two guys are in the number 1 contenders fight.
Oh, come on, what are you woeing at, Lewis?
Why? I feel like Harrington was alluding to maybe a little bit of Blue Chew for the veins, if you know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea I literally have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean blue chew for the veins? Oh, steroids.
I disapprove 100%.